Hi there, as much as I love reading on my Kindle, one thing I miss dearly about physical paperback books is the ability to collect them and put them on a bookshelf. I love being able to use my bookshelf as a way to express my personality and show all my interests. In fact, my bookshelf has been such a source of conversation starters. When people come over and see the books I have on it, they're always interested to see which books I have, and oftentimes if they find something they like, I'm more than willing to let them borrow the book and bring it home so they can read it as well. Now with Kindle ebooks, you can't just hand someone a copy of your digital book to borrow. It doesn't work that way. Amazon really loves people buying their books, especially when they're ebooks. They want everyone to buy a copy if they can. But surprisingly, there is a very lesser known feature that lets you send books to your friends to borrow through the loan feature on the Kindle website. There are some very important disclaimers that you have to know when you're loaning out Kindle books to your friends who also have a Kindle. The first being, when the book is on loan, you really can't do anything with it. It's not available for you anymore. It's basically like giving a book to your friend. When it's on loan, you can't read it yourself. The next important note is your friend must accept a loan request within 7 days of receiving it. If they don't do that, they won't have access to the loan anymore. Then also, the friend that you're sending it to has to be in the same marketplace as you. You can't send books across different countries that are in different marketplaces, which is kind of a bummer, but it does work well with people in real life that you may know that live nearby. Now, depending on the book, the duration of the loan that you have will vary book to book. What I mean by that is the most common thing you'll see is a 14-day loan one time. What that means is you can only loan the book out one time in the entire life of you owning it for the maximum of 14 days. This is kind of annoying because once you use up that one-time loan, it's no going back. You can't loan that book out to anybody else anymore. It's also kind of annoying because if your friend does not finish reading the book in 14 days, they're out of luck. You can't extend that number or anything like that. Again, this will vary depending on the book, but the default option for most books you'll see is that 14-day limit, one-time use. Now, the biggest disclaimer I have though is most books may not be available to loan in the first place. Amazon has special contracts with their publishers, and that may dictate their terms of loaning books, and oftentimes the books you want to loan out won't even have the option to be loaned. In terms of actually how to do this and loan books to your friends, it's quite easy. All you have to do is go to the Amazon website, go to the content and devices section, then choose books. Once you're here, you're gonna see the full list of books that you've purchased through Amazon. Right now you're seeing a list of all the books that I've bought, and if you're interested more about the books that I read, I actually have a weekly newsletter called Bookmarks where I share all the insights I have from the major books that I'm reading. Check that out, link in the description below. But once you're in this list over here, you'll want to press the More Actions button over here from the book that you want to loan, and hopefully you'll see an option for loan this title. Now, if you don't see the loan option, an alternative you have over here is the gift option. If you want to be extra nice to your friends, you can actually buy books, very specific books for your friends, and gift them using this special option over here. It'll basically create a special link for your friend to click on where they can download the book that you bought for them. It's a really nice thing to do for your friends who have Kindles. But if you also want to get free Kindle books, I have a whole video dedicated to 10 different ways of downloading free or cheap Kindle books for you to use. Link for that on the screen right now. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.